What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Matt Muns Monday. If you're new here, welcome to the Matt Muns channel. And if you're a returning viewer, subscriber, or fan, welcome back, because without you, none of this would be possible. Today I want to talk about the top 5 Legend of Zelda games. And there's a lot of controversy with this particular topic because there tends to be a almost peer pressure to believe that there are certain titles in the series that are better than others, but really it's up to your own interpretation, your own opinion. Everyone has different experiences playing the Legend of Zelda games. Some are drawn to certain things while others are drawn to other things. And so those different components really are what make each Legend of Zelda unique anyways, despite it having a similar formula. So let's jump right in, starting with number 5. Number 5 for me is A Link Between Worlds for the Nintendo 3DS. This is my most recent Legend of Zelda game, and I have had such a great time playing it. I love the dynamic of switching between 3D and 2D, becoming a painting and trying to explore different areas. I enjoy the throwback to the more nostalgic days of Zelda, and the way that the whole game handles, I just really have enjoyed it, and I really recommend it. If you have a 3DS or a 2DS, pick it up. It's worth your time, and it's going to be a great ride from beginning to end. Number 4, Phantom Hourglass for the Nintendo DS. So I had a wonderful experience playing Phantom Hourglass, and I put in a ton of hours, even post-game, just going to try to find all the treasure and everything on the sea. It's such a fun game, and I feel like it's very underrated and probably not a lot of people's popular pick, but for me it was so much fun, and it had such charm, and was just a really great game, and I really enjoyed it. If you've never played Phantom Hourglass, I definitely recommend it. I feel like it's a Nintendo DS must-have if you own a DS still, but Phantom Hourglass is definitely number 4. It's really fun, and I don't know what else to say about it. It's just great. Number 3 goes to Twilight Princess for the Wii and for the Wii U and for the GameCube. I love Twilight Princess. I seriously can't say enough positive things about it. The dark tone, Midna, Wolf Link, just everything about that game is so fantastic and was done so well. So to have it at number 3 is really hard for me because it's just such a great game, and I loved it so much, and I can't say enough positive things about it. If you've never experienced Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, you absolutely have to. It has such a different tone than the other Zeldas in the series, and I think that's what makes it really stand out for me. I usually am very drawn to the darker kind of aspects of games and media, so Twilight Princess is an obvious pick for me. I love the antagonists, I love the protagonists, I love everything about it. It's just a lot of fun, and you need to check it out if you haven't. My number 2 spot goes to Ocarina of Time. So the reason why I put Ocarina before Twilight Princess is because I truly had such a bad image of Ocarina of Time before playing it. You watch any kind of Legend of Zelda video similar to this one, and Ocarina is always number 1. It occupies the number 1 spot on everyone's list. So even in my video, it may be surprising to you that it's not number 1. I had such a bad opinion of the game before I had ever played it. And I don't know why. I think it just annoyed me that everyone, Ocarina of Time, Ocarina of Time, Ocarina of Time. But when I played it, I immediately understood why it got the rave and the attention that it always has had. It is such a magical experience. It feels like everything the Legend of Zelda is supposed to be. I think it's probably the most balanced Zelda formula. It just does what you expect Legend of Zelda, and it's a great entry title for people who have never played the Legend of Zelda. I think Ocarina of Time is probably the best place to start. Challenging dungeons, memorable characters, iconic music. The story is just phenomenal. I feel like even if you don't know what the Legend of Zelda is, you've heard of Ocarina of Time. It's just one of those things, and so for that reason it's number 2. I really recommend it. Obviously I recommend all 5 of these games because they're my top 5 of all time. That brings us to my number 1 spot. My number 1 spot probably will never change. It has never changed. It still hasn't changed. I don't think it's ever going to change. For some reason, Wind Waker is my absolute favorite Legend of Zelda game. It had me hooked from the very first time I ever put it in my GameCube. When they announced the HD remaster on the Wii U, I absolutely picked it up and I played through it again, and I loved every minute just as much as I had the first time. Wind Waker is so different, in my opinion, than the other Zeldas, not just because of the obvious aesthetic, of it being the Toon Link and the cel-shaded world, which is what makes Wind Waker stand out so much for me. But it's got a light tone and they feel good, and the music is just phenomenal, and the characters are so special, and the world is beyond my imagination. I have so much fun playing Wind Waker, and I feel like a kid every time I venture back into the world of Wind Waker. And even though I recommend Ocarina of Time for someone that's brand new to the series and really wants an all-encompassing Zelda feel, I still would argue with myself to say Wind Waker is probably an amazing place to start as well, because it's just so charming, it's so memorable, and it's such an enjoyment. It's not the title that I often see, if ever, in the #1 spot on most top Legend of Zelda game lists, but for me, it will always be my #1. Nintendo, you have a very tough job to top that for me, because it's just been amazing, and it's lasted through all these years, and it's still just as special as the first time I ever played it. Even just the other day, my little sister and I were playing some Wind Waker songs on the piano and introducing her to the music of the game, and it's just really special in my heart, and I absolutely love that game. I can't say it enough. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already realized, this list is just my opinion. It's not based on popularity of the majority or anything like that. This is just my journey with The Legend of Zelda. I've played most of the games in the series, so I feel like my opinion is pretty viable. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite Legend of Zelda title is. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and until next week guys, I will see you really, really soon.